Hello and welcome back to your Cosmic Halftime Show for July 2025. I'm Dre, your Western Tropical Astrologer, here to help you navigate the starry skies. So, we're at the halfway mark of this dynamic month, so think of this as your halftime huddle, a moment to pause, regroup, and get clear on the cosmic plays we're still unfolding. Imagine you're on a team and it's a big game where the first half has been intense and your opponents have put stops to many things you came out ready to deliver. Now, as we are heading back to the locker room right now, in this very moment, the astrology is your coach, offering strategies to adjust your game plan, build momentum, and aim for a strong finish in the second half to get you the W that you already want. Let's step into the major planetary transits shaping this period and reflect on how they're showing up in this second half of the month. So, July 2025 is like a cosmic symphony with retrogrades and dynamic aspects playing in harmony and tension. Here's what's headlining the second half of the month. First, we're going to be starting on July 18th with Mercury, the planet of communication, technology, and travel. It's going retrograde in fiery Leo, spanning from about 15 degrees of Leo to 4 degrees of Leo. This is a time to slow down, revisit, and revise. Think of it as editing a draft of your life script. Miscommunications, tech glitches, or travel delays might pop up. So double check plans, hold off on major purchases like cars or electronics, and keep receipts handy for sure. This retrograde is perfect for reconnecting with old friends, polishing projects, or reflecting on how you express yourself. Ask yourself, where have I been misunderstood lately? And how can I clarify my message that I want to get out? Then next, we're going to end up having Saturn, the taskmaster, just begin its retrograde, which was not long ago in Aries on July 13th, urging us to reassess our responsibilities and personal goals. In Aries, this energy is about redefining your independence and leadership. It's like checking the foundation of a house you're building. Have you laid the groundwork for your ambitions, or do some supports need reinforcing? This is a time to slow down and strategize for long term success. And then, right there in Aries with Saturn, you got Neptune, who's also retrograde and has been retrograde since July 7th, which started earlier this month, of course, and will be continuing to dissolve illusions in Aries with this Neptune retrograde. This is a call to clarify your dreams and spiritual goals. Are you chasing a vision that's truly yours, or is it one that was shaped by others that doesn't really match your authentic self? Reflect on what's inspiring you and what needs to be released to align with your authentic path. And then if you look over to the right, we got Uranus, the planet of innovation and surprises. It entered Gemini on the 7th, shaking up communication, learning, and connections. This transit, lasting until November, is a preview of a longer shift from about 2025 to 2032. It's like a sudden gust of wind blowing open new ideas or disrupting old patterns. Expect breakthroughs in how you think, speak, or network, but also be ready for unexpected changes in plans or relationships. Then on July 24th, we got the new moon in Leo trining that Saturn and Neptune, sparking fresh starts and creativity, self expression, and passion projects. This is your moment to shine, but with the sun opposing Pluto on July 25th, power dynamics or hidden truths may surface. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil. You got to nurture it with intention, but watch for those unwanted weeds of control and conflict that Pluto can tend to bring. Then on the 31st, we got two things happening. We got Venus moving into nurturing Cancer, bringing warmth to relationships, home life, and self care. This shift softens the month's intensity, encouraging emotional connections and diplomacy. It's like coming home to a cozy fireplace after a bit of a storm. Use this energy to foster harmony and care for yourself and loved ones. And then on the same day, we also have Mercury. We have the Mercury going in a Kazemi with the sun. And it's a moment of crystal clear insight during the retrograde. This is your like cosmic aha moment, perfect for signing papers, having key conversations, or making decisions with more clarity. Think of it as the lighthouse beam cutting through the fog, and you can finally see, like, you get this, just like whatever's been not clear in your mind, it helps you just kind of get that moment of like clarity, like you know what to do. And this marks the date for important communications as well. So definitely mark your calendars for this day. As we move through this retrograde heavy second half of July, you could picture yourself as an explorer in a dense forest. The retrogrades are like moments where you pause to check your map, retrace steps, or clear overgrown paths. You're going back over things, just checking and making sure and reorienting yourself. Then you got Uranus and Gemini. There's a sudden discovery of a new trail or a new path that you didn't notice before. And while this new moon in Leo is that fire you light to help you guide your way. So that way you can see. You can see even when it's a little dark, you can see where you're going, and you can see what's happening around you. So let's reflect and think about where in your life are things feeling stuck or in need of revision. What new ideas or connections are sparking excitement? So these are things we want to think about. And let's see how this is specifically affecting your sign. Gemini, the second half of July is a whirlwind for your communication and local connections, with the stars urging caution and reflection. Mercury retrograde in Leo, starting July 18th, hits your third house of communication, siblings, and short trips. Expect potential mix ups in conversations, tech glitches, or travel delays. Double check schedules and hold off on buying new devices or cars. This is a prime time to reconnect with old contacts or revise writing projects. The new moon in Leo on July 24th, trining Saturn and Neptune, offers a fresh start in learning or communication. But that sun's opposition to Pluto the next day could reveal intense truths related to beliefs or travel plans, or, higher learning. So tread carefully and stimulate in whenever you're like in some kind of stimulating debate, or, you don't want to get too excited and say things that you really don't mean and you hope that and wish that you would take back. You got Uranus and Gemini in your first house since July 7th, and it's continuing to spark personal reinvention. You might feel a sudden urge to change your style or approach, a preview of a longer transformation over the next 7 years or so. Saturn and Neptune retrograding in your 11th house starting July 13th for Saturn, and then Neptune's been retrograde since the 4th. So slow down on group projects or friendships, giving you time to reassess your social circles. Venus in Cancer on July 31st is going to probably boost your finances, attracting money or enhancing your charm in negotiations, which could lead to more money. And if you want my advice, I would say during the Mercury retrograde, confirm messages are received correctly, especially with siblings or neighbors or those around you. The new moon coming up is ideal for starting a writing project or short course, but avoid jumping into anything big, like any real big commitments. You might want to still wait on that. Uranus encourages bold personal changes uh, to things pertaining to your first house. So you might want to try a new look or mindset, but keep it flexible. It's gonna always be changing over these next 7 months because of that combination of Uranus and Gemini. Use Venus and Cancer on July 31st to try and negotiate deals or attract clients to increase income if you must during this Mercury retrograde period. And then speaking of Mercury, on that same day, there's a Mercury Kazemi, which is perfect for signing papers or making sales or having clear conversations if you must do it during this retrograde period. That's probably going to be your day. Gemini, this half of July is about refining your words and embracing personal shifts. Stay patient, keep exploring, and shine with clarity. By the end of this month, things should work out for you. Let me know how July unfolds in the comments.